What's going on, guys? I hope all is well. My name is Rico. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So I want to talk about what schools didn't teach us in regards to money. And I thought about this because I was thinking about from the aspect of from elementary to middle school to high school to college. For most schools, and I can't say every school, but for the schools that I went to, we were taught from an aspect of the employee mindset, taught from an aspect of learning and being educated in hopes of getting a job. And I was thinking about as well as far as the stock market, because I didn't learn about the stock market till probably like my later years in college. And I had the mindset or had a thought that, what if I learned about the stock market earlier in life? What if the schools taught it? What if in middle school or elementary or even high school, they had curriculum in order to be able to learn how to invest, just maybe the stock market basics, teaching about the stock market, teaching about this, or teach about real estate, teaching about the basics of business, just things of that nature. And I was thinking about how, we're programmed in a way to be employees. And there's nothing wrong with being an employee, but it's a powerful thing if you are, for example, an employee and you can partner that up with business, or you can partner that up with investing in the stock market or investing in real estate. And it's so very important that we know about the avenues, because being an employee is an easy avenue, essentially, because you can just, go to a job and they set up everything for you as far as, your schedule, your hours, your health benefits, what to do, what not to do. So it's easy from that aspect to be an employee. But you really have to, use your mind to be able to be an investor in real estate or be an investor in the stock market or have your own business. And it's a powerful tool because a lot of people are struggling right now. Even if you have a job, I've seen stats where people who are, making over six figures who are still struggling, because they get caught up in the income trap, or just as they have more income, they buy more stuff and it keeps you trapped. Also, I think about how, when I was in school, we were never taught about personal finance, how to, budget, the importance of budgeting, the importance of, just taking care of your finances. I never was taught that, in elementary or middle school, high school, or college. So just basic finances and investing was never taught. And that's something that's very important that we all need now. And as of now, we really don't have any excuse. I was stating that the earlier you can, or the earlier that you obviously start investing, the earlier you know about personal finance, you can do better, you can start better. But it's very important to know that you do have avenues such as investing in real estate, stock market, or having a business. And you can partner that up with having a job, or you can have your own business, invest in the stock market or invest in real estate. But it's so very important that we know about these avenues and take advantage of it. Even though you were not taught these things in school, we have so much access to books and just resources that there's no excuse. So we can't use that as an excuse now, moving forward, because we know what we need to do. We know the power of, investing. We know the power of compound interest. So it's so very important that we teach our kids this going forward. I know the kids nowadays have so much knowledge or have so much access to the internet that they're able to see these things, but sometimes they don't take advantage of it because, you have so much junk on the internet, as far as TikTok, as far as the social media things that are not beneficial unless you make it beneficial, unless you know what you're trying to find. You can use these platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and all the others to be able to do things. But it's so important that we educate our kids because we're, the first line teachers. We're at home with our kids, and the school system, may not have programs that's designed to be able to help kids and educate them on personal finances. But I just know that, personal finance is an issue that a lot of people struggle with because, you see the news, you see what's going on in the world, you see the layoffs that's happening, and you see people are, struggling. So it's very important that we know about the avenues such as business development, that we know about, investing, so we can be able to really build wealth. Because, just say, for example, a person is laid off. What can you do by yourself, outside of your job that can help you have income? Do you have a skill set that you can use to for a business? Do you have a portfolio of stocks and investments and real estate that can really help you stay on your feet? Things of that nature. So you have to think like that. You can't put all your eggs in one basket. You have to diversify, so you can have a job, but have other skill sets, have other avenues to really be able to help you. So that's one thing I was thinking about, how, school never prepared us for that, so it's so very important that we have that as our foundation now going forward. And it's never too early or it's never too late to know this information. As long as you are here, as long as you have a mind, and as long as you are willing, you could be able to change your financial situation and move forward with a great financial principle. So I just want to share it with you guys. I was thinking about it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.